Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tag someone into this video. It's going to be a little brief, quick story time. For a lot of my females, married, not married, but in a relationship, and you have a guy who's cheating on you. And you are like, what is she doing that I'm not doing? And we get to this point where, including me, because we've all been there, none of us have been spared from being cheated on. And it's like, what does she have that I don't? So when a man cheats most of the time, some men just cheat with whatever they have available, and some men actually go after, their desire, what they like. Sometimes it's not even about what a woman looks like. It might be what she's saying, the chemistry they build. And some guys, it's all about physical, like when you're in a relationship, and we women always do. Let's not let these men forget they let themselves go. They lose weight. They gain it just like us. Sometimes they get bumps on it. It's like they are not subjected and have a past from what we go through when we're in relationships as far as to letting ourselves go. And again, these are some men. Some men do, some men don't. Some women do, some women don't. Even some of the women who don't let themselves go, the man still cheats. So that's just the point that I'm trying to make here. All men cheat, and trying to give you my take on the threesome thing. So I was brave enough. I have a very adventurous life of me doing all kind of, bravery things. I haven't did a lot of traveling, but that's next on my bucket list. But like everything else that a teenager or a female when you're in your young 20s could have possibly want to experience, I did about 97% of that. So I have so many story times. So back to the subject. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead because I was already into females. So that's one of the things that wasn't a force there. I'm like, I'm into females. Anyways. So let's go ahead and I want to do a threesome with her. I want to see personally what it is that she's doing. Like, is she an acrobat on an egg? Like, she's swallowing it all, with no mercy. But mind you, the person I'm with likes to videotape everything. Like a lot of guys are very visual. That's what gets their ass into this trouble that sometimes they don't know how to get out of once they get so deep. Like, they're so visual. So he had videotapes. I've seen just about every chick that he's slept with. I've seen most of them because it's a long list here. So, there may be a couple of females didn't make it to the camera, or I just didn't get a chance to see. But with this particular female, I already saw all of this and that. So I already knew what she was working with and all of that, at the time. I still wanted to see this in real life. So she was brave enough too. She was like, yep, I'll come. And he was like, heck yeah, what man want to miss out on this? And then my mistress and my wife, I'm sure he went to everybody at work or whatever. But was my own personal experiment that I needed to go ahead and have a gathering. So she comes over and everything. We're drinking, having a good time, getting over the little awkward scenes. And I'm just peeping game here, peeping game and how well the chemistry that they have here is built. Like, when you first date someone, that chemistry, you could have see it was so fresh. Oh my gosh. And she was really, she was like in her early 20s or whatnot. So at that time, I was in my late, like, past 35, maybe 36, something like that. And, he was about 33, 30, whatever. So, it was a dream come true. Like, what guy wouldn't it be a dream come true to, like, your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance, the female that you're involved with is doing a threesome, and not alone just a regular random threesome, because this was not our first threesome. This was not the first, baby. They're gonna be excited. I was like saying to myself, now what if this was one of those times where I wanted to risk it all, kill him and kill her, and politely go sit down and do my jail time and say screw it. What if this was one of those incidents for all of the females? Just think about some stuff. You never know when somebody's gonna pop or that little thing that show they call snapped. Yeah, be a little bit more careful here. But she came. Oh my gosh. And we had a threesome with her. It was a couple of times. We're not naming any name. We're not giving anybody any extra light here. We're just telling the story. So the first time when she came over, oh my gosh, you could have tell she was just so happy to be there. Might have been a little nervous. She and I both couldn't believe it. Like, what the hell is going on? This guy has been cheating on me with her, and she's here. She's right here. She's actually slept in the bed with us. And when I tell you, she was so enlightened to be sleeping with my husband. Like, she was hugging on him. When you're in a relationship with somebody over 7 years, some people don't last that long, or they decide, you know what, I ain't taking none of this crap to even get to find out what 7 years would be like. So, I kind of understand. Because in a relationship, you're going to deal with somebody cheating. It's either going to be you, him, her, both of y'all, one or the other. And I'm going to just say in that situation, I was so depressed. I had lost all kind of weight. I had got down to 175. Right now I'm at, be honest, I'm at 199, trying to fight the power to get back. But I was like, like I wish I was now at that time, and I wasn't seeing that. I wasn't noticing how beautiful I was. I was at a place where, I hated my job. It was a crappy job, but I could have got several different men that I could have been messing with and cheated back happily and had a lot of financial stability had I been thinking. But of course, whenever you're being cheated on, you're like, oh, he don't love me. Oh, love, what happened to all of this, all the years, all the time, the keys, all that crap that don't make a goddamn bit of effing sense at all. None of that mattered. But we had sex, so me and her doing Snapchat videos, taking shots, we're getting wasted. He's getting drunk. Mind you, he ended up getting more slaughtered than all of us, and he was the negative Nancy that messed up the end of the evening, because I had no plans on being negative about this or anything towards her. Because, in a situation like that, when you're in a relationship, you're going to be thinking and observing everything, and you're going to be petty as hell the next day, the next couple of weeks, for the years. You're going to be petty as hell about that situation. But anyway, he was into her because she was way slimmer than you. Mind you, I wasn't as big as I am now, but like she was really, really tiny, petite, and that's what he liked. That was his thing. Everything that he liked, that she was willing to have sex with him. She was into it when she had sex with him, because, come on, how the hell am I be into it with somebody having goddamn sex, cheating? And she wasn't the only one he was cheating with. Baby, let me tell you. And she ended up finding out. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. And he was into it, baby. So we initiated it. Me and her, we was just talking amongst ourselves, and we wanted to see how bad the other one was really into it. We was pulling each other's strings, so we went in the room, just me and you, mind you, to start this thing, to see how brave the other one was. That's what this was really about with me and her, like to see how far, like, you really want to do this, girl? I'm about this shit. I've been doing this shit for a long time. I have a whole stripper background with a lot of my catalog is very experienced. So hell yeah, I want to do this. Hell yeah, I want to see what this is like. Yep, I'm not into you like that at all, but I am into women, and I am going to make the best and make sweet lemonade right now, because this is a whole experiment here. I'm testing to see how my husband reacts. I want to see how into her he really is. I want to see what kind of chemistry they have, but obviously they had a great chemistry. He was skipping work. Not coming home, saying he was working. Like, the typical crap. Like, they had spent a lot of time together. lot of sexual activity. I wasn't into it. What? How I'm gonna get into it where I'm really in love with somebody and they are not giving me their whole 100% like I am? Like, I'm not gonna be into this sex with you, and I'm only having sex basically just to kind of see, test and shit. Because I'm not into it, you're not into it, you're already cheating, and you're already infatuated with the several females you have. So, when me and her get into the bed, we start rubbing on each other, licking on each other, and all this good stuff. We started eating on each other's kitty cat and whatnot and whatnot. She was trying to be the aggressor, not knowing who I am in the bedroom. I just peep game, and right now, we're just gonna peep game at this whole thing. Ladies, I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't matter what you do. A whole threesome several times, going to strip clubs. The man's a cheater. He want to cheat. Nothing that you're gonna do can do to save it, to solve it, to stop it. Only thing you can do is a couple of things: leave, stay, or cheat back. No other option. Sorry. Nothing you're gonna do. You can learn all kind of new skills. You can mimic everything old girl was doing. And he's still gonna cheat. And he not cheating with just you, boo boo. He's cheating with several other women. So who is the competition here? Like, who's trying to compete? I ain't trying to compete. At the end of the day, when somebody's cheating, like, who is the winner? That's not a situation where you get a winner here. We're all some fucking losers. A loser for staying, a loser for being a part of the cheating scandal, knowing somebody's cheating, a loser for cheating on this person that you know not even on the cheating level that you are, but she should be. So we doing all of this in the woo not. None of us come, mind you. Me and her, none of us are into it sexually. None of us are into this man sexually. When they're having sex, he didn't even make her come. He couldn't even make her come. You're not making me come. You're not making her come. But you're coming. So you're the fucking one who's obviously, from the eyes point of view, it seems like he's winning. From the eye standpoint, because none of us are coming here, sir. Sir, I thought that you were supposed to be over here doing a threesome. You know what a threesome is really about? People being into it and enjoying it, and you being able to please both of them and making them come, and you just okay with that. Guys are okay with that. You ain't coming, hey, they don't give a shit. They're gonna try. You gotta fake it. You gotta lie. None of us are coming. We're just here just to be here. Just to please your stupid ass, and your stupid ass need to be like when somebody is in a threesome, I think you need to be rich enough to be paying both those people's bills plus giving them money. I think that's an automatic to start at least 7 to 10 grand. And then if that's like your spouse, your significant other, oh my God. It needs to be way more. Like, these people out here doing threesomes, trying to live a rich life, cheating that you can't even afford, that you don't even have the skills and the capability to make anybody come here. And we're both here. Both of the females are here because we got some emotional attachment. They got attached to a man that wasn't even worth none of our bodies, giving him the best thing that we have to offer, our mind and our body and our time. So, okay, back to it. Because the shit it was fucking boring. None of us coming except him. None of us are into it except him. But again, my experiment complete, mission done. So she's up there, she's riding, I'm not gonna lie, she's into pleasing him way more than me. I'm like, I see what we got going here, because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing any of that. I'm like, and the skills with her sucking, giving him some head, some men like a lot of saliva and stuff like that, so I did learn something else that he was into. Anyways, but it's like, while we doing all of this shit, what the hell are we gaining out here besides some community dick and some time that's not even being given adequately, not financially? Like, what type of waste of fucking time? What? if it wasn't for the experiment, waste of time. So she was definitely doing that. Anytime he wanted to have sex, she was just ready. Like, they had sex that first time, like, that night. Then he got drunk. He started an argument. We had to go babyfy him. We had to go meet him outside. We had to go follow him. He all in his feelings because we went, started kissing and started a threesome without him. And he feeling left out. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, bud. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And now you feeling left out. Now the liquor got you feeling some kind of way. And now he's like, oh, I should have never brought them together. So me and her, I'm going with the goddamn flow, baby. What? I'm going with the flow on this experiment. Anything that goes wrong, it's not gonna be on me on this situation. So they had sex. I saw what it was. I was very turned on. Okay, so picture while they're having sex, I'm the wettest I ever been with this man during this whole cheating scandal for the last 3 years, because it's been cheating all throughout. Like, when does it stop? When has it stopped? Probably 1 or 2 days. I don't know, but either way, at that time, yeah, yeah. Do you see the crap that we women go through? This is why I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm giving y'all my experiences, the things that I'm here. I'm not advising you to do. I'm not telling you to go out and do this. These are my experiences that I'm sharing so you can learn something from it. Whatever you learn from it, however I can help you from me sharing my story, that's all I'm trying to do here. I'm not trying to do anything else. I am not anyone's teacher, but definitely someone you can learn from. Learn from my mistakes. Even teachers make mistakes. Okay, the best of the teachers. So just thinking about that and how unsatisfied and all the things that I went through is just pissing me the hell off. Pissing me the hell off about three things. How the hell you not realize how fine you was, and why you didn't go cheat back with all these opportunities that you had? I could have probably, man. All right, back to the threesome, y'all. I'm so upset right now. Yeah. So the thing with them was whenever he wanted to do it, she was willing, she was ready. Not me. After being in a relationship so long, no. She was willing, she was ready. Doesn't matter if she was wet or not. Spit had to be used. When you're not into it or you're doing a quickie, you might have to use some saliva or KY gel or anything. Yeah, that had to be used too. The only thing that was different was she was actually into pleasing him. Like, she thought by me having sex with you and doing all of this, like, he had her in his little warps, all the lies he was telling her. Like, you want to leave my wife for you. Please take this nigga. Like, right now, looking back, please take this fucking nigga. Why you didn't take this nigga? Like, you cheating with somebody this long, giving them all the best parts of you. And I know you was trying. But obviously, he was like, well, we gotta go. And I'm not saying that he stayed for love. Baby, he didn't stay for love. He stayed because of all the stuff that he would lose and have to go through, and the stress and disappointing his kids. I'm not gonna be lying up here trying to tell you, he chose me, I won. Fuck no. The person that won was my kids got to keep their dad and their mom in the same house. But yes. I would advise you women to cheat back. Like, I'm gonna be honest, looking back on that, I would advise you to cheat back because it's taking so much out of you to stay with somebody, to do all this. You're super unhappy. Why not have somebody comfort you? I'm not saying to go sexually cheat. Why not emotionally cheat? Why not go have another man wine and dine you and show you the best of life? And take some of that stress off of you and do different things and have somebody else make you feel better about yourself. Like, he has somebody else catering to him. Have someone cater to you too. But that's what it was about this sex that that I really wanted to find out, like, what was it? Is it all the sex? Is it 100%? She was into the sex. She was on top. I'm not gonna lie. You cheating. I'm not giving you no effort. I'm gonna bet you lucky I'm on my knees talking about here at this point. Like, that's the thing. Like, we're supposed to still keep giving it 100%. We're supposed to keep still doing all of this. You're clearly cheating. You clearly have videos. She's calling you. She's called me. Oh, yes. We had a whole talk, relationship. Like, no, not relationship, but like a relationship to where we were mutual adults communicating about this nigga talking about it, and like, so they're trying to do this whole threesome thing, which I had no point of continuing that. I just definitely wanted to see how far this was gonna go. She was trying to come over so many times, like she was in love with him. She was in love with him. He knew it. He took advantage, and like a man in that opportunity like that, he will take advantage. You give him an opportunity, and he's that type of man. They're gonna run with it. You ain't gotta lead him to the water. He's gonna keep going back. He know where that water is, and it don't run dry. So that's what it was. She was very willing. She was very into it. She was very in love with him, what she thought was love at that time. And he was very sexually attracted to her. So they had sex the next morning. I even cooked them breakfast. So that night we had sex. Me and her, none of us came. Had the argument. Oh my gosh. We chilled for a while and then finally brought it to sex because, the kids were up and everything. So we had to wait till they go to sleep, get everything together. And the next morning, I went and cooked breakfast. They having sex again, and they're having sex like he's having the time of his life in there. And they had sex for a long time. I'm like, dang, he didn't come fast with her yet. He didn't come fast with her yet. Like in front of me, he didn't come fast with her. But I'm sure, like any guy that's been in a relationship with the same woman, when you get some new. Just like if a woman go and she goes be with a man that gives her all kind of emotional support and he loves her, she's sexually turned on and all of that. It's new. It's different. It's not what you're getting at home. It's something way different. Like it's better on the aspect of it being new, and the connections and all of that. So yeah, you can say that it's better. But he didn't come fast, baby. He was in there for a lovely long time, and I'm like, not me. After no, like you ain't gonna be what's almost an hour or just like I don't see the point. Almost an hour. I never came at all. You never came. The girl clearly told him she comes mentally because no man can make her come because she hadn't got to that point yet with that person. Blah blah blah. A lot of us have all kind of issues, and I'm not trying to dog her because trust me, I have been in that situation when I was coming up where every guy I done had sex with, I could not have an orgasm for ish. So like I know what she's talking about. So you mentally loving these guys and just having sex with them, and you thinking that that's love, and you're not, coming. They had sex again. It was a long ass time. Then it's like later on, she's getting dressed. They had sex again. It's like, yeah, one of those, one of those. Some guys got to take pills for that. And some people, I guess you call that a curse and a blessing or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting what it is. No, I'm not going to be having sex with this man all of this time. Like, what? I'm going to need way more than the house and the 3 kids that we already have. I need a lot more. Like, I need to be having set amount of money coming in without a doubt every week. And I'm talking about a goddamn lot of money, thousands of dollars coming in every week for me to be just dropping it like that every time you horny because you want to have sex. You're not even served. You're not qualified. You qualified. You should be a porn star and you should be selling it. And I had gave him some suggestions. I was like, straight up, you could be a male gigolo. You should make some money. We could be getting rich off of this. You should have been a porn star. People want to pay for this, and you're already giving that to all these women. And matter of fact, paying them. You're paying them for some shit where somebody could be paying you. We could have been having multiple streams of revenue right now. Like, I'm so serious. I told this to this man, and to this day, I mean the shit. You out here giving these girls something that a lot of women will pay for? Women paying for that. All them rounds, you could be having sex with 10 women in one day and we could make 10 grand or something. Like, come on. You out here working for peanuts and shit, and you got a penis that just keep going. You could be rich. You could be rich and satisfied. Like, you could be having sex with the top of the top elites and making money doing it. No, men don't want to do that. Like, I would advise you, look, I want to introduce you to some pimping. He didn't want to be pimped out. He didn't want that to happen. No, no, no. But when I was a stripper, it was okay for me to dance and pay the bills. But you don't want to go sell what you got to make way more money. Because I'm sure these women will probably pay way more money than the men paying for some of that action. There are a lot of married women out here not getting a thing, wishing that they could have this, and this boy just throwing this away to the little thotties for free. You could be making money, son. We could be balling. Been with this guy 12 plus years. You know how much money we could have made? We could have been some millionaires. Busy cheating and throwing it away for free. Dummy, don't be dumb. I was like, you can make money off of this. We could be rich. I was like, we could put an ad. They got so many. I know women will pay for this. I know. So don't think when a man is cheating, look, when a man cheating, all you could do is work on yourself, level up mentally, level up emotionally. You can level up mentally more faster sometimes than you can with losing weight, because the more we focus on weight and not being that appropriate weight, it's going to take longer to lose weight. It's not you, it's him. Cheat back, stay, or leave. The longer you stay, it's going to tear you up even more. Heal before you go into another relationship. If you stay, mentally level up in every aspect of your life 1,000,000%.